it's Meg McCarthy from CherryPicks at the 2024 Sundance Film Festival with the brilliant team of VENI VIDI VICI. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and happy Sundance.
Hello, thanks for having us.
This shocking yet eerily astute exploration of complicity left me breathless and very tempted to stop ordering so much crap from Amazon. Julia and Daniel, can you please talk to me about how you cleverly constructed this film to vilify complicity rather than the Maynards themselves and really allowing for a reflective response regarding the dangers of kind of a global society valuing money over morality? Oh, goodness.
We've been making films about the super rich for quite some time, and we've been researching in this field for quite some time. Like our previous film was about Davos and the World Economic Forum, and so even if we have this working class background, we are like a Trojan horse doing this research, and because we think that the divide in our society is getting wider and wider. This is why we thought that we have to make this film. And in our research, we found out that, many, against the cliche of what we have seen in previous films, that billionaires are just, or the rich are just evil. It's not what we found. We found that many wealthy people are very friendly, but the decisions that they take often have a very bad influence on society. And this is what we try to depict with the parable of our storytelling.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Would you like to add anything, or like?
We tried to make the movie in a hyper-realistic style. So we really tried to make the life of the Maynards sunny. So the sun is always shining in our film. And yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Laurence, you play billionaire Amon Maynard. They say as an actor, you should never hate your character, no matter, how deplorable they can be. So what was the process like balancing and holding space for his deeply contradictory truths of being a loving father, being charismatic, also being a murderer, essentially?
To be honest, it wasn't that hard in the end when I first, when I got the first idea of getting to this character was wrong, but by rehearsing with them and by finding the character, I got to the point that I'm not playing the murderer, and at that point where I knew, okay, I don't play the bad guy. I play the charming, loving father who's good with his wife, good with his kids. And when I got that, and the trap was playing the murderer or playing the bad guy. Which is tempting, and I like it. While also by shooting it, I also stepped into this trap in some ways. But they were always like, Laurence, no, Sonny, he's a sunny man. Yeah. And so that was kind of the challenge with that character, that not playing the bad guy.
Yeah, maybe that's the hardest thing, playing just a good guy. That nothing happens to the character really. He doesn't have to learn something. He doesn't have to go through catharsis. He's just like Sonny, and he's a good family father, and just a great guy to be around with.
Yeah, and like I said, it really feels like the bad guy here is the complicity. It's like what we've created as a society for that behavior to exist, for a man like him to sort of feel like he can do this or needs to do this, and it was just
and it's kind of like he's holding a mirror, like also to you guys.
Absolutely, yeah. So moving and effective. Olivia, you brilliantly play Paula with such absolution. She represents this kind of like unnerving numbness to consequence, but also was same with that sunny demeanor. So it was terrifying. It was like electric. Has playing Paula changed or expanded your perception on ethics and accountability in art and life?
Well, I mean, Paula is a very complex character, so playing like the friend and the daughter but also like a murderer, really like, yeah, it did something to me, because like if you think about it, like the way she like divides those two worlds, like friends and family, and how like distant she keeps those worlds, is really terrifying. And yeah,
It's so true. The way she compartmentalizes. And again, there's that beautiful scene at her mother's kind of grave where you really were like, I mean, you just bring so much to that scene, so much complexity there, where you've like, you're almost in tears for her. Like you understand, like you feel like she does have a heart. And then it's just, again, brilliant. Yves, what has this experience being a part of this film, and what has it taught you about yourself as an actor working with these folks?
That's a great question. It has taught me, well, it was my first project ever, my first feature film. I'm very happy to have been a part of this and to be here right now. It's amazing. So it has taught me a lot in that regard. And what I would also say is that it has taught me that these kind of moments that just happen in between takes on set, and where people are like, I remember Olivia and me being like, hey, I feel like you always talk about how cool my character is, and I feel like this should have some space, you know? And these things, they happened on set while talking to Olivia. And I think that's a great takeaway for me, to kind of be more in the moment while I'm actually there, and then learn from the moment while I'm there, instead of like what I kind of envisioned on my while reading the script or something like that. Yeah, that's
awesome.
one of the biggest takeaways.
That's like collaboration at its finest.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but
right?
yeah.
That's the goal. I love it. Oh, now you're spoiled. You're gonna need this every time. But thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your festival. And again, thank you for this brilliant movie, and hope you're like cheersing yourself and celebrating yourselves. So thank you.
Thank you
so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Yeah.